Good morning, everyone. Great to be here with you. Thanks for making it out after the big party last night to listen to me. All right, so as the screen says, I'm Hannah McWilliams. I am head of brand at Vention. For those of you who are not familiar with us, we are a custom software development company. So our engineers partner with our clients' in-house teams to help them build whatever product or platform they envision. So a lot of you probably have not heard of us because we just completed a major rebrand only a couple months ago, and we're just getting our brand new and improved name out there. Rebrand was a great experience, lots of learning, so it'll be great fodder for the next 15 minutes we have together. So jumping into what we'll be talking about today, since we are all here to, in effect, sell to a B2B audience, I've put together a few mistakes, learnings from the past year that I think we can all benefit from not making ourselves. So mistake number one, unfortunately, probably applies to a lot of us in 2023, and that is thinking that the marketing roadmap that we so painstakingly perfected at the beginning of this year would be the one that we follow to the letter. So, case in point. How I expected 2023 to go. We were going to launch our new brand in March. We'd be doing big paid media pushes in tech hubs worldwide by summer. By end of year, we would have cemented Vention in the hearts, minds, and media worldwide. But that's not really how things worked out. So as anyone with ties to SVB can probably attest, the third week in March was not a great time to be trying to make headlines. Plus, as a company that works with a great number of startups, as we do, we sensed that the bank run was only the beginning and that there was probably going to be a tightening of engineering investment across the industry. For the cherry on top, we also have quite a few development centers in Eastern Europe. And so when the war in Ukraine broke out, we very appropriately decided that it was more important to divert our focus to protecting our at-risk teams than to be promoting the new brand. Now, this doesn't mean, though, that we just sat back and squandered the whole year. We pivoted, and we pivoted to some of the fundamental tactics that we would have been doing in the background all along. SEO, account-based marketing. We took a very hard look at our conversion funnel to make sure that we didn't have any weak points. And we invested in events like this where we would be able to go and forge human connections and get in front of our target audience. The truth is that it's a lot of fun, and honestly, in today's day and age, kind of a luxury to be able to spend big money on big advertising. But if the media cycle is turbulent and none of your audience has the bandwidth to be able to act on anything that you're putting in front of them, you're not really getting the most out of your money. So we decided to wait, bide our time, and go big when the time was right. All right, so then mistake number two, overestimating the difficulty of building a globally resonant brand. So most brands are able to scale gradually. The company launches, there's a finite target market, the brand starts to kind of grow into itself and hit its mark with audiences. And then, as the company becomes more successful, they will go ahead and adapt and evolve the brand as the market grows. In our case, when we started our rebrand, we were already a global company. We were already in 12 different countries, lots of time zones, lots of languages. And so we needed to come up with a new brand that was already going to work for all of those different audiences, our employees, our current clients, and then any prospective clients in the future. We knew that we were going to need to make sure that this new brand felt as though it was as resonant for all of these people as if it had been created specifically for just that market. And we figured that would be our biggest challenge. we were actually really wrong in thinking that. So we had a stakeholder committee that was based all around the world. And I would actually say that all of the key decisions that we had to make over the course of that process, picking a name, choosing a new visual identity, was no harder than it would have been if all of those people were sitting in the same room. So, there's a few tricky parts about making sure that your brand works around the world. You need to make sure that pronunciation, the name can be pronounced, pretty important. Also need to make sure there's no negative cultural associations with any of the colors you choose or the shapes. But in general, we really did find that everyone aligned around the strength of the brand we were building in a very universal feeling way. So for the few of you out there that are considering a rebrand at some point, that's great. But is this really all that relevant for anyone that's not? I think it is. I think that a lot of people have this idea that it takes a lot of adaptation to make a brand work in different local markets. And what we found was that it really didn't as much. And so the good news is that means that your target audience may actually be much broader than you think it is as of right now, with no accommodations made whatsoever by you or your marketing team. And especially today, with the world being increasingly connected and all of us being in the SaaS business, that leads to you possibly having a lot more customers waiting, ready, and receptive than you ever thought. All right, so mistake number 3, not leaning into marketing diversification enough. So at this point in time, every solid marketing mix needs to have equal parts growth or performance marketing and brand marketing. So in our case, we had to invest really heavily in brand over the past couple years to strike that balance because we had gone really big with growth marketing prior to our rebrand. But many other companies, especially startups, have tended to overinvest in the brand side of their marketing mix at the expense of the more targeted, but maybe not quite as exciting growth tactics. The thing is, though, a bad brand is like a poison, and it will cloud every single thing you do as a marketing team. Not just brand marketing, but also all of the dollars you're funneling into growth. People don't always know to appreciate a good brand when they see it, but they absolutely will know a bad one. So how do you know then that you are hitting the right mix of growth marketing and brand? Let metrics be your guide. So if you see that your organic traffic is great, you're getting tons of people onto your site, but they bounce fast when they get there, you should probably first you should be giving your SEO team a raise because they're doing a really good job of making sure you rank and have the visibility that you need. But you might need to reconsider your content. Maybe your value proposition isn't as clear as it needs to be. Maybe, people aren't really understanding how to work with you. On the flip side, if you see that your content is converting really well, but you're just not getting enough people in the door, you should be looking at your user acquisition strategy. So this applies kind of all the way through your funnel. The numbers are the ultimate polygraph. They're going to tell you exactly where you need to ramp up and where you're doing all right. All right, so to sum up, we have our 3 mistakes. First one being, make sure that, make sure that you are being flexible with your roadmap. Always expect that you're going to have to adapt. Mistake number 2, overestimating how difficult it is to build a brand that works for your audience around the world. And mistake number 3, not leaning hard enough into striking the right balance with that marketing mix. Let the metrics talk. They'll tell you what you need to do. All right, and so that's everything from me today. If anyone has questions, wants to say hello, we are over at booth 308. Would love to meet you. Otherwise, thanks so much for your time this morning, and enjoy the rest of SaaStr 2023.